Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to May here in Ireland on my Canada to Ireland adventure. I just had nothing much to do this morning, so I popped over to the shop here to have coffee with some of the old guys, and I was telling the guys at the store here that I'm in need of a baler, and anyways, having a coffee there, and one of the guys has a baler, but he's got a baler that he abandoned in one of his fields because it stopped working, and he said we could have it, not have it. We got to pay for it, but that's good news. So I'm heading back home here. We're gonna wire him the money, and essentially I'm buying a sight unseen. So it's a Vermeer baler. It's in one of his fields right now, actually, and it's in disrepair to the point that we're not going to be able to use it until we service it. So we'll have to get it cracked open and see what it might need. But anyways, that's good. Better news than nothing. I mean, it's like a $50,000 or $60,000 baler. We're gonna pick it up for 20 grand. It's a lot of money, and I don't know if it's gonna cost us, $15,000 in parts, or gotta be careful, because I'm gonna end up breaking the house in this truck. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna cost us $15,000 in parts or $1,500 in parts, but better than nothing, I guess, because if I want a baler, so it's a round baler that can create bales up to, what's the largest size bale, like 180 centimeters or something like that. So the equivalent baler, if we had to go and buy that brand new, would be, like I said, like $50,000 or $60,000. And there's no guarantees that we're going to see a used one come up. So I think I'm going to take up the offer, and we're going to go in and wire them the money right now, and then we're going to go pick that thing up. We'll get it into the shop. Hopefully it doesn't need much, and then we can go bale the hay. Let's go take a look at that. Actually, hay's looking pretty good. We gonna run over there? Maybe I can just jump over. Hang on. Yep. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So, anyways, the hay's had basically a month now to dry out, and it's looking pretty good. So, I guess essentially, I told some of the guys up there that I told them about the storm that I had tedded all this, and they thought I was crazy, but they did think that maybe the fact that it's kind of sat here for a little while, that it should be okay now. So this could be a good day then, if the baler turns out not to need too much, and we can get that hay baled up. We should be in good form too. Plus, I've got something else up my sleeve that I'll tell you once we get going here. But here, I'm gonna wire over the money, and then we'll go pick up one of the tractors so we can take it out to the field to go pick up the new / old baler. So hang tight there. Okay, 20 grand. I just got the notification that it's out of our account. Let's go grab one of the tractors and we'll go pick it up. Actually, let's go look at the wheat field too. May now. Should have done some growing. That is one heck of a color. Everything looks a lot nicer in the sun too. I must say that last episode was a little dicey with the amount of rain, thunder. The audio was brutal. So I know I have the fix for it, because I spent about 3 hours trying to calibrate microphones, and now I've got it set up to record on multiple channels, so we should not have any issues. But anyway, so yeah, let's check and see how the silage is doing here. We've got this thing is like okay, we're gonna, yeah, I mean, because we had about, what did we say? We had about 300,000 liters of grass. We've got about over 100,000 liters of silage. How much silage do we need to feed our eventual cattle, I wonder? I mean, the crazy thing is, that's 1 month we've been able to generate like 100,000. What was okay, hold on, let me think for a second here. Let's grab this tractor here. So what's a typical bale? Like the smallest round bale is like 3,500 liters, something like that. I think it's, let's say 3,500 liters. What's the best way to look at this? I think $180 per 1,000 liters is what silage goes for on the market when it's sort of at its highest. At 100,000 liters, so what's that, $18,000? And we're gonna have we'll have like $55,000 worth of silage in there, based on just the one cut of our fields. That's not bad. I'll let you in on the other surprise too. So the last time we spoke was contemplating a purchase of the so remember we bought our farm off of that old farmer Liam. So there's that property next door that he was holding on to, the one with the big oak, I think they're oak trees like that, where we were sort of thinking we might be able to put some greenhouses on there. Well, anyways, I got talking to him this morning too. He was at the he was down there having a coffee. He was asking me how things were going. I told him yeah, everything was good. I didn't necessarily tell him that his tractor already died out on me because I didn't want to, you know, across from the animal dealer, so we got to turn here. I don't want to stress him out, obviously, because he's the kind of guy that probably would want to do something about the tractor, and he can't really do much about it now. But anyway, so I didn't want to tell him that that it broke down already, but I got it fixed, so we're okay. So anyways, yeah, he's willing to cut a deal. So I think we're about I think it's just short of 180 grand, $178,000, I think, for the field. So I guess he told me that he hadn't had much interest in those fields, and he did want the cash. So I told him what my plans were, that I was going to take out those trees. He was a little disappointed that those trees would come out, but he also knew that I'd be putting the fields to good use. So I got to get so anyway, so I told him about my plans with the trees and some of the fences that I need to come out, and part of a wall and stuff like that. So he actually has a nephew who's a contractor. Everybody knows a contractor here. I'm sure I'm going the right way here anyways, but yeah, he's got a nephew who's a contractor, and he said if I buy the fields from him, not to go and pay somebody to get those trees out and whatever. He just said, you just point your finger and he'll get his nephew to take care of that stuff for me as part of the deal. So I think that's probably pretty fair. Hold on. Okay, so they did say after that right there'd be a farm up on the left. It did look a little disheveled. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it definitely looks empty. That farm's for sale too, but we're not in the market of a farm. Okay, here it is. Then partway up the hill, you want to make a left and head down the laneway. So it'll be a field up here on the left-hand side. There'll be an entrance, I guess, and then it's just sort of back out in the woods, or like pushed into the bushes. But yeah, I think that's a good deal with Liam. I think we're gonna pull the trigger. I can already see the yellow of the baler. See it way back over there? Yeah, but I think we're gonna pull the trigger there with Liam, and we're gonna make that deal happen. So that means more work to be done. I kind of thought, well, we got a bit of a break. We mowed the lawn and dealt with it, and we weren't gonna have much to do after that, but turns out we will. All right. Let's get it out of the bushes. I can't see it in there. Hopefully the tires are good and everything. I mean, if it's in that bad a shape, it was basically last summer he dumped it in here and it's just sat there. He didn't know what to do with it. Is it worth 20 grand? I don't know. I guess we're only going to know once I determine how much parts are, but it doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. Kind of banged up a bit. Scrape. Tires look good though. Let's see. So this, I was looking these up because I didn't want to find myself in a situation where I couldn't use it, but it does require 100 horsepower, of which this tractor here is 100 horsepower. So I mean, it is key obviously that this tractor works. Yeah, we seem to be rolling okay here. So anyways, there's our baler. So yeah, it's key that this tractor works, because that other Massey that I got with the farm, it's not going to have enough power to pull this. Well, it might pull it, but it won't have enough power to bale with it. I imagine we're maxed out for the horsepower requirement, so if there's a hill or something, we're probably not going to be able to pull that up the hill. So we'll have to keep that in mind. One of those fields that we're going to be purchasing off Liam there, one of those fields is pretty steep, so I got to really think twice about what we're going to do there. Yeah, so 20 grand for the baler. We're going to spend about 170, almost $180,000 for some land. But I mean, at that price, so what's that? So we have $838,000 in our bank. What I say, it's going to be about 100. Let's call it 180. So what's that put down to, like 650? We'll have about 650 in the bank, but we've also got about $50,000 worth of silage there, and no cows to feed yet. So we could bushes. we could potentially, sell some of that or whatever. But I don't think we're sitting in bad shape. I don't foresee us purchasing any more land after that field. The only other field that we may end up purchasing, and as I'm saying this, that probably means yes, for sure we're going to do that. It's right on the corner. So it's right next to Willie's farm, or not Willie's farm, but Willie's field there that we bought, and the one actually we're going to be bailing on. And it's right across from our farmhouse. So that might be the only other field that we purchase. I just can't remember the price of that. I'll have to take a look. Might be a little bit too premature to think about buying that right now, but if we did buy it, we could take the hedge out between the fields that we bought, like old Willie's old field and that corner field, and we'd have a nice big field. So now in saying that, those fields we're buying from Liam, I've got some plans for that. We're going to be taking out some hedges, and there's some fences and stuff, and we're gonna have quite a large unobstructed. Sorry, man, almost ran him over. I didn't remember driving the right side of the road here. Yo, okay, don't look. Everybody's out for their morning power walk. So watch out, the drivers go so fast here, and there's people just walking through the road. Anyways, yeah, this is a day of productivity. So I don't know how much of this we're gonna get done today. I mean, I want to get that field bailed up for sure. So first we'll go and see what this needs for parts. Maybe it's a quick fix. We'll find out. I want to get that field bailed up because there's no sense leaving that hay in the field any longer than it needs to be now, because it will start to rot on us. Have to figure out what we're going to do with those bales, where we're going to put them. I'll figure that out soon enough anyways. And then, I mean, we're not in a huge hurry to do anything with the fields from Liam once we buy them. I do want to jump on it and finalize the purchase though, because I think that was very generous, and it would have been thousands of dollars for us to get rid of the trees and the fences and stuff. Pull this in here. Can't really damage the baler. It's already pretty beat anyways. The grass just grows so fast here. Look at that grass. We just mowed that grass last month. Although when you say it that way, it was last month. But yeah, I wonder if we could, if we could end today having baled that hay field and prepped the fields we buy from Liam. That's pretty good, I think. Oh, wait, I should make sure I can get in there. Make sure I can open the door. All right, let's try that. Are my lights on? Nope. I don't know about you, but even when it's old equipment, I'm still excited to get new equipment. Kind of matches the tractor too. They're both a little bit beat up. $50 or $60,000 the guy told me for this. Crazy. Although, who knows what's going on inside this thing. It's pretty amazing that it can pick up the hay and just drop it like that. But okay, let's take a look. Okay, so Black Book's putting this thing at $32,000. That's pretty good. So there you go. $4,300. So we're basically about 25 grand. 20 grand plus $4,300 in parts. So there you go. I guess that's pretty worth it. And $32,000 Black Book. So that means we could probably turn a profit on this thing. 37. So right now the store would value that thing at $37,000. Plus, I think if we actually took it there, we'd see a bit of a premium too. So I think we got a good deal there at 20 grand plus another almost 5 grand. We're almost basically into it for about 25 grand, and we could turn it over for a bit of a profit. So that's pretty good. Let's check out the Fiat here too, because I have a feeling, yeah, look, let's keep this thing repaired. I don't want this to die on us. Let's get this over to the field, but on the way to the field, I just want to pop into the house so I can give Liam a call and let him know that I'm good to go on the property. I say it like I had to ask permission or something. I've decided that I'm good to go on the property. Do you want to take a quick peek? Let me just show you quickly before we go and bail. Yeah, look, this is like a no-brainer. All right, let's shut this off. So that side of the hedge is part of the property that we're going to buy. So I'm going to get rid of this wall here. We'll probably keep that hedge in there just so it backs the pig pen. But we're going to get his nephew in here to get rid of all these trees. I mean, they're beautiful. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave one line of them. I don't know. I think we're going to get rid of all of them. So he'll probably make a small fortune on the wood, but I just can't deal with that. I'm not set up to deal with this kind of wood. Then we're going to take this hedge out. So this hedge will be gone. Let's jump. All right. So this will be wide open here. Now it'll be open all the way to over here. We have a field right on the other side here. We're going to leave this gate in. Like we'll leave this hedge and gate in. So we'll keep some separation here. We don't need all of that open. This field is part of the package. There's something about this. No, I don't think there was. Anyways, we're going to take this fence out and we're going to take this hedge out. So then let's get up here. So all the way down there, way over there where that tree is where that field that we already own starts. We're going to take that hedge out right there. So it'll open up this whole piece right here. Plus then we'll take this hedge out and this fence and it'll open this up. So we're going to have one massive field all the way across. Then when you look over here, right now, so that this field over here is, so basically we're going to get this field. We're going to get the field we were just looking at over there. We're going to get this one on the hill. So I honestly don't know what to do other than just walk up there in the evening and have a coffee and look at my fields because I don't know that I have equipment to work with this field yet. And we're going to take this hedge out because really to get into this field, we'd have to come around here. There's a gate over here. So we'll just leave this hedge in and this gate. But we will, or there's another entrance over here, I believe. Yes. Yeah, so this is a little road that goes, it sort of sides up to our property over here. I don't maintain this or any of the gates. You can see they're older gates too. I'm not sure who maintains this, but this might not even work. It's probably C shut, but we'll leave that there. But we will take out this hedge here. We're going to leave that hedge, the hedge that runs out that way. We're going to leave all of it, if not most of it. No, you know what we'll probably do? We'll probably take out most of this hedge. At least probably up to about here, maybe. Take these trees out, and then we'll have, so this is going to be a massive field. So this piece, and then the big piece over there, and the far piece over there. That one we're just going to leave alone because that hill is just a little daunting. So anyways, a lot of work to be done here. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I will contact Liam. I'm going to send him the money. We'll get started on the field. I guess then if he sends his nephew over, I might have to pop over here just to show him what to do. And then hopefully by the time we're done baling, he's done all the work over here and we can take a look at, we can get a good look at it. The one thing that I didn't mention in the last episode, where is it anyways? I bought and already used some fuel. Oh, it's over here. I have a fuel tank. Is it over here? Yes. Let's just leave the baler there for a second. Yeah, I ended up having to buy some fuel, so I think I spent about $2,000 on $2,000. It was 2,000 liters. I don't remember how much I spent, but I had somebody come and fill that up. I'm not running into town every time I need to get fuel. You know what? While we're sitting here, I paid another payment on my loan, so let's take a quick look at this. All right, here we're in my online banking here. So you can see what my original loan was, $1.4 million. If you recall, I came here with $100,000 of my own money and a $1.4 million loan. I got a really good rate, 3.5%. I did think I knew somebody at the bank or something for a rate like that. It does result in a monthly payment of a little over 10 grand, of which a little bit more than $4,000 out of that 10 grand is interest, and the rest all goes to the principal. So currently I've made 2 payments on the loan, a March payment and an April payment. And that has me down to a remaining balance of $1.387 million. So you can see where, despite the fact that I have, we'll have about $650,000 in the bank after I transfer the money to Liam for the property. We got to make some money because I do want to get that paid off. I don't want to spend $4,000 a month in interest, the interest amount will decrease as the principal decreases, right? So as my outstanding balance goes down, the amount of interest I have to pay will go down also, but still it's going to cost me a ridiculous amount of money in excess, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest, if I just make my scheduled payments. So I'd like to aggressively attack that balance and get it paid down. But I also kind of want to get through the first year here before I go and start making any big lump sum payments, because I don't know. On. Then I almost backed into the cops. There's an excessive amount of police around here. There we go. A big chunky baler, but I should be able to get it in here. Just I'll close that just so I know that I can make this make that there. So let me just make sure that we're set to the right bale size. All right, yeah, we're set to the 150 centimeter bales. Can't remember how many liters are in that. Let's drop. Let's see if I can see this thing drop. Oh, yeah. Okay, moment of truth. Whoa. Steering's a little tough. Oh yeah, the steering. I don't have a lot of weight in the front of this. I gotta remember that when we come up to corners. Oh yeah. That was one of the parts I needed, the buzzer that notifies you that the bale's ready. What am I baling antimatter? Oh my gosh. Come on, Farming Simulator, what are you doing to me? We're bailing black holes. Well, let's just keep bailing and we'll pretend we didn't see that. And hopefully everything will be okay. That is like completely void of any... That's the darkest. Oh my God. Why are there no textures on these bales? I think is what the problem is here. Let's try one bale at a different size and see if it turns out any differently. Every single time we play this, I have an opportunity to remind myself that Farming Simulator is just a series of disappointments surrounded by happy moments. All right. So we have a choice. So that's a 9,000 liter bale. Let's see what a 125 centimeter bale looks like. Anyone who want to place a bet on what color you think it's going to be? I think blue. How about that? I don't know. These ones are a little antimatter. I don't know. How does it do this? All right, well, you know what we can do? We can discuss some of the plans for those other fields. And then, oh, I forgot to stop at the house. Shoot. Hey, when we get around the other end, I'm going to just run over to the house quickly and give Liam a call. I was so excited to use this baler. I completely forgot. But oh, you know what? We were talking about finances. That's probably why I forgot. I was probably throwing up in my mouth a little bit thinking about how much money the loan was costing me, and I forgot to go and spend $180,000. Can't blame me for that, really. What is happening here? I'm starting to wonder if maybe this is one of those signs where I should be restarting the game here. Let's do this. Let me get one more bale out here. We'll take note of how many bales we dropped. So that quick restart there did not fix the textures of these. So we still have a bale of antimatter here, but let's hop in here. Fire this beast up. Yes. Never a dull moment here on FS22. Okay, I'm gonna pull over up here. We'll go to the other end over here. I'm gonna go run back over to the house and make a phone call here. So let's just shut that off for a second. I guess I could have just used my cell phone, but I have got a couple things in here I needed. So anyways, you're probably like, why didn't you just use your cell phone? You're sitting on a tractor. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go spend some money. Okay, turned out I got it for just under $173,000, 172.8, and we can probably make one more pass over here. These my legs weren't working properly. We could probably make one more pass here, and then his nephew's probably going to be at the house, so might have to leave you guys again just to run over and show him what we're doing. But enough blabbing. Let's get to bailing. You know what I'm saying? Ah, so we're down to $660,000. We have animals to buy. We have feed mixer we got to keep an eye out for. The nice thing with these bales, like I have my trailer. I have the Massey that's got a bale fork on the front, which is why I wanted to make the 140 or 150 centimeter bales, just because I think the big bales might have been just too big. I don't know that the Massey would have picked them up. I didn't see anybody pull into the driveway there yet, so we'll do this pass. We'll head up, do like an up and down here still, and then I'll go see if his nephew arrived. I just want to make sure he's cutting down the right things and taking out the right things. I don't know what kind of guy he is. If I get him out here once, I don't know if I'm going to get him out here again. But I just handed his uncle a check for almost $173,000 after buying this place. So I've paid quite a bit of money into the family. It's going to be a good family picnic this year in the old whatever their last name is. Family picnic, thanks to yours truly. I think I just saw somebody pull in. All right, let's go. We'll go up and down here, and then I'll run over there. Probably just going to be sitting there. I mean, at least the hay looks good, though. Like, I was really worried that, well, it doesn't look good once it comes out in a bale, but it looks good on the ground. I was a little bit worried that we might have an issue there because it was so wet, but I think the only issue was just me getting sick from spending an entire day out in the cold and rain. So the plans for those fields over there, I mean, we're always going to need grass. How much grass we're going to need, I honestly don't know. I do want to really take a look at probably at least 2 greenhouses that will grow root crops for us that we can feed to pigs. It's a bit of a mystery. I don't know how quickly they'd produce the crops. So I don't know, and I'm only assuming, but I'm assuming that pigs eat like a bunch of pigs, and they're going to want to eat a lot. So I don't know if greenhouses would be able to keep up with that, or if then maybe what I'm doing is buying pig food. Like, how much money can you make off of a pig? We're going to buy piglets and then raise them from piglets and see what happens. So, I mean, I guess we're only going to know after the first round how much money you can make per pig. We're going to obviously do everything we can to make sure they're raised right and fatten them up or whatever, and then sell them. But I don't know what the return on investment is there. So I'd prefer to be, you know, growing the food, because I'm assuming it's going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than if I had to buy the food. I mean, we'll have the little greenhouse section there, but then the rest of it, like, we're growing wheat in one field. Oh, I wonder if there's a cereal crop, and pigs can eat like oats and stuff, can't they? Or is that horses? I might have to do a little bit of research there. I would like to take a chunk of the mega field once it's set up and plow it or plant some crops. Okay. I don't want to have to keep braking here, but I left everything on. I think I left the lights on, and I left the beacon on. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I thought, but we had a good walk around, and And yeah, not only is he going to get that done, but he knows a guy. Of course, he knows a guy that does. It's in the greenhouse business. So I'm going to give that guy a call later and have a chat. The new business. Apparently, he's a buddy of his from school that decided to start this business. So it's kind of cool. You get to support the next generation and their business endeavors. So that's kind of good. I don't know how much business in the immediate area there are for greenhouses. I don't know what the winter's like here. That might also determine how much of a market there are for greenhouses, because if it's a brutal winter, then we might have no choice but to grow crops in a greenhouse. But yeah, anyways, okay, let me get this field rolled up here, and we'll see how many antimatter bales we can create, and then we'll figure out. I can probably just. Well, anyways, yeah, I guess we could leave them here or whatever, but we'll figure out what we're doing with them anyways. So. All right, we are coming up on the last row here. Man, I ended up having to take a ton of breaks. We a couple times Liam's nephew there gave me a call. He needed help trying to figure out what to cut down. My phone just wouldn't stop ringing. It's just one thing after another. But yeah, we're on to the last bale. I want to say last I checked the bale counter, I think we were at like 100. I think we're at like 35 bales, something like that. We'll double check when we're done here just to make sure, but not bad. I mean, obviously it's related to the size of the bale, right? I mean, I don't even think the baler's on right now. Okay, now we're picking up. So I didn't think we were picking up the grass. I noticed the row over there we were just on, nothing got picked up. I know we didn't miss it. Anyways, yeah, they were getting quite a bit of work done. So his nephew showed up there with like 10 guys, and one guy just went nuts on the trees. I think those are already done. And another couple guys went crazy with chainsaws, hacking up the oh look, a bale. Hey. And somehow our antimatter bales have now morphed into actual bales. Anyways, yeah, so guys went crazy with chainsaws on the hedges. There was another guy pulling out the fence posts. One other guy was carefully removing the like field stone or whatever that is that was made up the fence, like the old fence there. So man, you won't even recognize it when we go over there. Where is that grass I saw over here? And what a relief that those bales are. Those bales look like bales now. Gonna have to knock this out of the way. Like curling. Sport we play here in Canada. Actually, I think the Irish or the Scottish have some good curling teams, I guess. What they call them? Curling crews, or I don't know what they call them anyways. That's besides the point. We're done. So let me go check the bale counter. Where is the bale counter on this? All right, looks like 38 bales. That's not bad. Okay, so that's good news. So we have 2 pieces of our. Oh, actually, you know, we could make a feed mix now because we have those straw bales, straw bales that were left over in the barn back here. We have silage now, and we have hay bales, so we can make a feed mix. Oh my gosh, I can see it already. I opted to go a little further than we originally had talked about in regards to what was staying and what was going as in the fields here. So let's go drop this. I'm excited to show you what happened. All right, Baylor, welcome to your new home. I think we'll put you in here. Whoa. Obviously, over the last little while, I did not learn how to drive. That baler's nice and all, but when it comes to straw bales, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. What's the difference? Straw bales, hay bales. I was gonna say I'd like to get a square baler, but I'm gonna be an opportunist and take advantage of whatever's available when it's available. I wish we could get on the roof there. I could show you. Can we get up there? Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay. So there you go. All of the, well, almost all the trees. Hey, I can go right up here. I could have inspected the roofs. This is, it's Assassin's Creed. Okay, so I left a few trees in here just back in the corner. I just felt bad taking all the trees out, so I figured what's the harm? This corner back here, it's kind of backs in on the barn there, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, down the line, if we do want to take those trees out, we can, but I did take out all the big oaks. Those, I don't know what the, oh, there's one oak there. I don't know what those little smaller trees are, those brown base trees, but we basically got ourselves, oh man, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm on the roof. Yeah, so we got ourselves all this space along the backside of these buildings here, which is where I think we're going to look at putting some kind of a pad in and some greenhouses. We may put, I mean, we saved 10 grand on the property. I got it for 10 grand less, so that worked. I'm pumped about the bales back there and the fact that we can pretty much start feeding cattle. So I'm maybe in a spendy mood, so we'll see how many greenhouses we can put in. I'll have to put a well in too, so we can get some water for that. But we took the fence out over there, took out the electric fence gate there, took out the fence that was all the way along the side over there, so opened all the way up to that field back there. I guess if I hurt myself, I go, I'm just all by myself here. Just left the beast of a field over there with the hill alone for now. It's ours. You know, we own it. I just don't know what to do with it yet. I was gonna take that one strip of hedge out there so we could access that field. I watched the guys. I mean, they basically just attacked with chainsaws, so I'm pretty sure I can take that out myself if I needed to, but right now we're just going to leave that be. And then I took that, there was that was fenced in over there, or hedged in anyways, so I got rid of that. So now we have this massive field. It's not all going to be one thing. I mean, I don't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. I mean, we have a huge grass field across the road. We have the front two grass fields over here. Oh, gotta be careful where I'm jumping. It's quite a way to see the place. We have the grass fields on that side there. And we pulled, I want to say we pulled about 130 or 140,000 liters of grass that we turned into silage off that field. And I didn't do anything, like it wasn't fertilized or anything. So if we fertilize that and really get it pumping out, maybe we can get 200,000 liters of silage off that field. If we can get 200,000 liters of silage off that field, all the hay bales off the field across there, maybe we can turn this into a big, well, if we can figure out what pigs eat, maybe we can use this to grow pig food, or I don't know, but we are going to have to mow it, and that's going to be a lot of work. Anyways, that's, yeah, they did a good job. I did leave in some of the stone wall here. Let's go figure out what we have available for greenhouses. Oh, wait, before we do that, I'm gonna go pick up those bales. Okay, first things first. I guess I'll bring my truck. Yeah, I'm gonna get my truck and the Massey. Well, one at a time, I guess. I'll bring the Massey over to the field. Where did I leave that weight? Oh, that's not a good sign. Anybody see the weight? All right, before we worry about that, let's go get the parts for this thing so we can get it running properly before we go and take it across. There we go, $1,200. They do seem to be repairing these often. $38 to repair the forks. Let's go see if we can find the weight. Everybody keep your eyes open and yell if you see it. Oh, I see it. I win. Yeah, there's those straw bales. There's 6 of them in there. I'll have to put the feelers out for a feed mixer. Actually, what do you think the odds of one being in the available in town there. Let me check the used car market there. Oh, I'm like, what? Really? No, it's a gravity wagon. That is cheap too. Also looks really tall. I don't know that that holds 100,000 liters. Oh, 26. That's more realistic. 26,000. I'm kind of tempted because you know what? I don't honestly know if our combine can reach that high. But for $3,600, this thing is, it's a huge discount. So it's got to be like $7,000 or $8,000 new. Well, you know what? We're not ready to harvest yet anyways. I need a feed mixer. Okay, let's go. We got the weight on. Let's go take this across the road. Then we'll grab the pickup truck with the trailer and we will get those bales off the field. And then we'll figure out what we're doing with the grass. I guess I have to mow. Wouldn't mind just mowing everything at the same time. You know, if I give it a couple weeks, these fields over here should be ready to mow again. And then I could just mow everything at once instead of having everything sort of on a different cycle. Okay, I'm gonna run back over there and get the truck. All right, nice and easy. I must have parked this back here with the truck when we first moved in here. I don't remember backing all the way up there. I'm gonna open up that other gate or I'm gonna hit it for sure. Nothing to see here, folks. Just keep on going. Oh, hello, Ossifer. Hopefully he's in a good mood today. Certainly don't need to end up in a bad spot with the police. All right, so let's just park this right here for now. Oh, I did have my four-way flashers on when the police were there, so that's good. Let's get this thing loaded, and I have no idea where I'm going to put these bales, so I'm going to have to think about that while I'm loading these.
The days, all those years ago, they never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song. In the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam. As the world moves on, time sings a song. Don't cry, don't cry. As the days move along, you can remember their song.
Ooh, this has been a marathon of bale picking up, and I figure we'll get this load picked up. This will be the last load. Yeah, it might be time to take a break. This has been literally a marathon session picking these things up, but looking good. Like, yeah, we're set up. So I mean, we really just need a feed mixer, and I guess we need a feed mixer and something to put bedding down, straw blower or whatever, for cows, and then and something to get water for them. So we do need a little bit of equipment still. I'd have to make I mean, we got to spend some money on the cows themselves. We got to spend some money on a bit of equipment, but yeah, hopefully the used equipment gods are smiling down upon us, and we see some stuff pop up. I'm gonna obviously go every morning now to that coffee shop, or I mean the garage anyways, where the coffee those guys have coffee, and you know, shoot the shit with those guys and see what comes up. I think the more I hang around, the more they're gonna like me. One of the guys said he'd put me to work. I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna have enough work already. I think once we're in that initial stage, right, where everything's a little more hectic, we don't have any money coming in necessarily. You know, the only crops, I guess. Whoa. I guess you know, we have to consider that grass is a crop, whether it's feed or you know, like when we did the calculation and basically have, you know, we basically have 50,000 liters of silage there, or $50,000 worth of silage ready to sell if we wanted it. Okay, do you see anything else? I'm sort of rambling here. It's been an absolute killer here getting all these bales. The hardest part, I think, is the run back and forth. Like, I drive from one side of the road to the other, and then I got to run back. Luckily, I haven't gotten run over yet. I sent the guy a text message, just let him know, hey, the day got away from me here. That I've been pulling bales off the field all day. We're gonna chat at another time here to figure out what the plan is for greenhouses. I do also, actually, as I'm running through the field here, I'm realizing that if we want a better outcome for the next time we mow this grass, we better fertilize it. Because based on a close inspection of the blades of grass, I determined that the field was untreated. So I think we can almost double our yield, is my guesstimation. I really like the way this truck looks pulling these hay bales through the yard, though. Kind of makes you daydream a little bit about this kind of lifestyle. Would be pretty awesome. So that area with the greenhouse, or whatever we put in for greenhouses, I may want to put a bale shed in over there, because I'm realizing, like, this is like one cut, right? Off that field. What am I going to do when I start to accumulate bales? I'm going to have nowhere to put them. So I'm thinking I may want to invest in somewhere to store them. That's not my machine shed, because ultimately I'd like to park some equipment in here. Okay, the final bales, and then maybe a nice hot coffee. In game and real life. Oh, there must be a strap there. Yep. I think I've talked about bale loading PTSD before. I swear it's a real thing. Obviously not making light of PTSD, but in the game here, once you've been burned a few times by a certain implement or in this case, a bale. I've had bales just go in every direction. You're kind of weary every time you go and touch one. tractor's a champ though. Like being able to take 2 bales at once has been key. I didn't think that was even going to be possible. Like a little tractor, but it packs a lifting punch. I guess it doesn't hurt that we have a load of bricks strapped to the back of it. And also that I don't really care about the condition. If I was like trying to make sure I didn't scratch the paint and stuff, then oh no, please just stay on there. Please just stay on there. I just need a little bit of help here at the end. It's a little bit less work. Oh, we'll tuck you back on there. All right, we'll just leave that like that. So when I'm done this, when I get this, we'll get everything parked up, and then we'll cross our collective fingers and check the website for used equipment, and hope like heck that what we need just happened to get listed. Oh man, when this thing bumps into something, it is violent. All right, let's tuck that there. At least they're out of the rain, right? I mean, these poor bales have been through a lot. Okay, let me park this. It was a pretty mild day today, though. It was only, I think, what did it get up to, about 16 Celsius? No rain. Nice May day. We're going to be getting into those days of summer where things are just blazing hot. Oh, actually, sorry. Will they be here? I have no idea. Watch the wall. Okay, let's go check on our fermenting silo once quickly and see if it's burned through all of that grass. Just curious. Almost 150,000 liters of silage already. What's that, like $27,000 worth of silage, loose silage sitting there? Just need a good trailer, and we could go sell it. I guess I got to look for a trailer too. That gravity wagon was tempting, but I just think it's too tall. I don't know how the combine would interact with that. Yeah, likely we'll have all. So I really, like I think I mentioned, I just want all the grass to catch up so I can cut it all at once and get full yield. So we're not desperate right away to cut it, but I do want to. I mean, we're going to be into a planting season here. May and June, I think our May and June are good for that. So we're going to want to decide what our strategy is going to be as far as planning, and then we're going to need a plow, and we're going to need more stuff than I even considered. So we want to get rocking. So I got some thinking to do about what the strategy is going to be and how we're going to invest the few dollars we have, but we'll see how that goes. So anyways, let's all cross our fingers, like I mentioned, and let's check the equipment, used equipment right now, and hope that there's something that we need. All right, everybody got them crossed? Let's check. And it's exactly what it was before. Am I missing an opportunity by not buying this? $3,600 holds 26,000 liters. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, with that, I think we're going to bid you a farewell as I go and rest my weary head after all of that baling. But yeah, I think we did pretty good today. Managed to scoop up a good deal on that baler. I think bought some more land, which is good. Reworked a lot of stuff here. Like, it doesn't look the same at all. And yeah, we got some bales put away, so we are one step closer to buying some cows. So I'm gonna see. I'll see what kind of work I can get done between now and the next time we meet. And just know though, there's gonna be a bunch of grass work coming again. Of which I think once we do that grass work, we might be good for a little bit. Yeah, right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.